Don't sleep on Jameson Williams. For much of the offseason, the Alabama wide receiver has been the forgotten man after his ACL injury in the national title game, but not anymore. He is the most dynamic wide receiver in the whole of the 2022 draft class. He has the elite deep speed, he's a nuanced route runner, and on top of that, he's the best yard after catch threat in the class as well. I'm going to break down the tape and show you why Jameson Williams is wide receiver 1. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here from PLAJ. I'm back after a bit of a break. Family's been battling with COVID, but I'm excited to be here talking about Jameson Williams. Such a dynamic player. For so much of this offseason, I've been battling who is wide receiver 1. I'm telling you, it's this guy right here. He may miss the first game or two of the season coming off the ACL. You can't make a decision in a vacuum. Look past that. Jameson Williams is a freak, and I'm going to show you this skill set that has just blown me away throughout the draft process. So let's look at the deep speed first, because it is what makes Jameson Williams the most unique prospect in this class. He has burning speed. He would have run a 4.3 at least at the combine, but it's so much more than that. There is nuance everywhere in these routes deep down the field. We're going to start with one against Georgia, and it just shows off the re-acceleration. This is filthy. He's at the bottom of your screen, and I just want you to watch how he gets past the corner on the release, does a good job getting even. The corner's already playing catch-up. He's in scramble mode right now. Watch how Jameson Williams throws the foot down, little stutter step hesitation. What he does to the safety who's playing over the top bracketing him. He pauses those feet. The back pedal stops. Look at that safety on the hash. Starts to stop his feet. Looks to come downfield because he sees Jameson Williams breaking it down. Is it going to be a dig? Look at the re-acceleration out of there. How he just pulls away from elite athletes on the outside and then tracks it for a touchdown. Watch this at full speed. Watch the stop, go, re-accelerate. That is unteachable. That is Jameson Williams. Another deep touchdown here and another great example of nuance from Jameson Williams. This time he's at the top of your screen on the line of scrimmage. And he effectively runs a Sluggo here. So it's a cover 4 shell. What he's trying to do is influence the depth and the angle of the outside corner at the top of your screen. He does it perfectly. Comes off the line of scrimmage, slows down his route. He sells that he's running this little slant or a little skinny post. That's what he's trying to sell. You can see that corner starts to flatten and round his coverage. He's losing respect for the deep route. Snaps it off, accelerates, and look at him blow past both the safety and the corner. Again, track the football and take it to the house. This is special, kids. I just want you to watch when the quarterback lets go of this football. It's about now. He's not even even. The saying is, if he's even, he's leaving. If he's within 5 yards, he's leaving. Jameson Williams is that fast. His acceleration is that special. And he could be the best deep threat in the NFL. So how about we look at one more example just so you get a good idea that this was a theme littered on the tape. Jameson Williams this time against Texas A&M, one of the best games of his college career. And he's at the bottom of your screen, and this time you see the exact same traits come to the fore. He sells that he's running a little dig on this double move. He freezes the feet at the corner. He throws the head and the hips to the inside back towards the quarterback. That lets the DB think this is going to be a dig route. Then look at the re-acceleration off that right foot. Again, blows right past him and is able to track the ball over his shoulder and make the catch. It's just far too easy. It's smooth. It's nuanced. It's just fantastic lateral quickness and agility in the route running and a whole lot of deep speed. But in conjunction with that, he has the potential to be the best yards after catch guy in the class too. I know people think Drake London has great missed tackle numbers, but I don't see that coming to fruition in the bigs. With Jameson Williams, you can see it. And he's an angle eraser with speed. For this first play, he's at the top of the screen against man coverage. Nice job on the double stutter release, beats him to the inside and catches the slant. Fantastic job. The corner's now in trail technique, but look at the safety. He's coming downhill, open field, center safety, exactly where he wants him, funneled to the inside. He's got a free hit on Jameson Williams. He doesn't get close. This is what elite speed does, 4.3 speed. It destroys angles on the NFL field. He takes it for a touchdown. Look at this at full speed. Great release, turn, get the football, and then just burn across the field. Don't give the safety in the corner a chance. He doesn't get touched until he reaches the opposite field corner. Man, this guy can beat you with pure speed, and it is just fantastic to watch. This is a great example against Auburn of just how dynamic Jameson Williams is in the middle of the field, running these crossing routes, these speedos, these drags, and how his game has great releases, really good route running, there's crispness to it, great change of direction, and then also the ability to catch the football in a bit of traffic. He's at the bottom of the screen in this bunch. He's at the top of the bunch, so the lead man here on the line of scrimmage. And I want you to watch the release to start with. The subtlety. Throws that right foot jab really quickly. The corner starts to get his weight on that left foot. Goes the other way. Look at the separation he creates instantaneously because of the technique of the release and then also the speed and explosive acceleration. Then separates even further with that right foot cut, goes across the field, beats the safety with speed again, and makes the catch. It's just all around game. Look at this in full speed. Just doesn't get any better than this from Jameson Williams. It's not a mind-blowing play, but he can just beat you every single snap with technique and with speed, and that's hard to play against. This, though, is the traditional yards after catch, twitchy, wiggle, short area quickness. What can you do in the screen game? Let's take a look at this. Gets the ball, bottom of the screen on this little bubble. It's a 3-on-2. They have 3 defenders here, LSU, coming from the inside, coming from safety, and also from the corner. And they still can't get this guy down. Look at the ability to jump cut from the inside, to re-accelerate again, and then burst up the middle for 12 yards. This could be forgiven for being a 1-yard gain, 2-yard gain. He turns it into 12 with pure, unadulterated yards after catch, speed, and twitch. That's Jameson Williams in a nutshell. But can he do it in short spaces? In the red zone where things get tight, you can't rely on speed as much because there's less field to work with. Yeah, he can. He's got great body control, and this is a perfect example of just that. Against A&M late in the game, huge 2-point conversion. He's at the bottom of your screen. We're going to see him go for this little stutter step fade release. Look at the body control, man. The ability to go behind his back shoulder at full extension away from his frame, get back in bounds, and corral it for a 2-point conversion. He makes this look so smooth, so easy, in the red zone where it's most difficult to do so. I thought this was a really impressive play. I loved seeing this down there in the short red zone. Body control, technique, footwork, and the ability to catch it away from his body. That was a big play for me. So what I wanted to finish with today were a couple of examples of Jameson Williams catching the ball in traffic, catching it away from his frame, some contested balls, because you think of him as a deep threat, a track it over the shoulder, or a yards after catch guy off bubble screens and end arounds. There's more to his game than that. This is a perfect example of that against Arkansas. He's at the bottom of your screen against cover 3, chews up the cushion early, does a really good job threatening the corner deep, comes back hard. The corner does a nice job. He's in a fairly good position to make a play. The throws left to the inside. Look at the adjustment of Jameson Williams catching this as he changes direction, again at full extension, and then trying to make people miss straight away. At full speed, you can just see it. Breaks it down on the comeback, has to adjust to the inside, and just plucks it away from his body at a 90-degree angle. I thought it was a fantastic catch. And then why not end with one more against A&M? Again, looking at a different thing. I know it's TV tape. I apologize for it. Look at this catch in traffic. Sitting in zone across the middle of the field in the NFL. You got a safety and a corner coming at you. Can you hold on to the football? You bet he can. This is a big boy catch, another example of catching it above his head, away from his body, outside his frame, in a contested situation, and making it happen. Versatile player, but he's got the upside that no one in this 2022 draft class has. So guys, that's my take on Jameson Williams. He is wide receiver 1. Don't let the injury fool you. Don't look at this in a 2 or 3 week vacuum from the start of the season and what it does to Zach Wilson. This is a 5-year investment. He's the best deep threat, he's the best yards after catch guy, and he's a very polished route runner too. I think he can do it all, and he will be a dynamic number 1 in the NFL.